Hey guys, what's going on, and welcome to the top 10 facts about the death minigames. I don't have much to say, so let's get right into it. For number 10, we have the Crying Child from the Take Cake to the Children minigame. Now, you may have played this one. It's the one where you play as Freddy and you take cake to the children. And the Crying Child that actually gets killed by the Purple Man resembles the Crying Children posters that have a chance of popping up in the first game. For number 9, we have the fact that Scott Cawthon actually has experience with a lot of pixel art games, one of them being There's No Pause Button, and the other one being Fighter Mage Bard. And if you actually check that one out, the sprite artwork for it looks a lot like some of the animatronics, so we know why the death minigames are so well done now. For number 8, in the death minigames, there is a distorted robotic voice that is continually saying a word or phrase in a 8-bit robotic voice, and that continues depending on how long it takes you to actually complete the death minigames. The only death minigame where this does not happen out of the 4 that are in the game is in the game where you play as everyone's favorite Foxy. It is the only death minigame that does not include the robotic voice spelling out a word or phrase. In number 8, we just talked about how in the death minigames there is a word or phrase that is repeated by a robotic distorted voice. So for number 7, we're going to be talking about what that message actually means and what it is. It is variations of a couple different phrases that I'm going to go and read off to you right now. There is save them, save him, and help them, all probably referring to the same person or group of people, being the children that were murdered by the Purple Man. For number 6, there's the fact that all the minigames have names. Well, pretty much all of them. There is the Save Them minigame, the Give Gifts, Give Life minigame, and also the Take Cake to the Children minigame, but the game where you play as everyone's favorite Foxy is actually unnamed. It's also unknown when it would take place because he appears to be coming out of Pirate's Cove, but we know that Pirate's Cove was out of order in the first game, so could this possibly take place before the first game? Or were the murders the reason why Pirate Cove was actually shut down? For fact number 5, in all the death minigames, we can at least see all of the animatronics. Oh wait, that's right. Balloon Boy does not appear in any of them. Out of all 4 of the minigames, Balloon Boy doesn't even appear in one of them. This is most likely what caused a lot of the theories that Balloon Boy was a hallucination, considering the fact that he's not mentioned by Phone Guy, and also he's not in any of the death minigames, even though that some of them have to take place in the restaurant from the second game. For number 5, if you're a big fan of the Five Nights at Freddy's series like me, then you've most likely watched the trailer for the third game. And the trailer for the third game has an arcade machine in the background. This is most likely a nod to the death minigames because they are in an old Atari style that you would find at an arcade. This also raises the possibility that the death minigames are just kind of a sick, disturbing attraction at the Fazbear Fright theme park attraction, whatever it's gonna be. We really don't know, but this is most likely a clever Easter egg left by Scott nodding at the death minigames, because they didn't really seem to fit in the story of the second game that well. So the question after all of that information is, will the death minigames return in Five Nights at Freddy's 3? I don't know, you guys tell me. Alright guys, we made it all the way down to number 3. So in the Give Gifts, Give Life minigame, there's a single frame before Golden Freddy's jump scare that shows the pixelated version of his suit before the jump scare. Now we can assume that Golden Freddy was the last one killed. Why can we assume this? Number 1, because Freddy, Bonnie, and Chica, and also Foxy, are all shown before him, And Golden Freddy in the second game doesn't show up till night 6. There's pretty much no way to encounter him until night 6, even though that he's mentioned by Phone Guy. So we can assume that Golden Freddy is actually the Purple Man's most recent victim, and that's why he doesn't attack till night 6, because he wasn't killed until then. For number 2, we're going to be talking about the mobile version of the game. Now obviously the mobile version of the game would be inferior to the desktop version of the game, and due to those limitations on the mobile version, some things had to be cut. On the Night 7 challenge, there's only the presets on the mobile version, and you cannot set the animatronics to it if you want. Another limitation that was also set by the mobile version was the fact that during the death minigames, such as the Foxy minigame and the Take Cake to the Children minigame, some of the children had to be cut out. For example, in some cases there was 5 on the PC version, and he had to cut them down to 2 due to the limitations of the mobile devices. Okay guys, if you look at the death minigames, you can actually see how many children were killed in the various Fazbear branded restaurants. There was 5 from the Foxy game, 1 from the Take Cake to the Children minigame, 5 already dead in the Give Gifts Give Life minigame, and various ones from the Save Them minigame. There are also many variations of the Save Them minigame. If you do not choose to follow the puppet, touching Golden Freddy will end the game for you. You can also find the Mangle, and instead of your game ending in blue static, if you find the Purple Man, or just going back to the title screen, if you do touch or run into the Mangle, your game will end in red static. And of course, there's the rare event that you can find the Purple Man, and your game will end in blue static, and there will be a message on the lower corner of your game saying, "You can't." Hey guys, how's it going? I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did indeed enjoy the video, make sure to subscribe to my channel. We're going to be trying to do top 10 videos more often. I'm getting into a better recording and upload schedule.